Sophie's Live It diet. And to recap, it's a whole food plant-based diet with no sugar, dairy, meat, or gluten, and basically no food. So today, Sophie is going to show us what a typical day's meal plan looks like for our ladies over there.
And
by the way, you guys, it's more about looks. It's about your attitude, the way you feel, because I know both of you said you have more energy and you're feeling great. So this is good. So, all right, first Paige, how's it going?
Yes. It's going great. The thing I really focused on was day one when Sophie said, you can still have your scones for breakfast.
Yeah, she's a
So
scone.
now I make a healthy scone. I've just made my third batch.
Great.
I think we have a picture of it.
Oh,
that's not mine. That's not a scone.
Oh, did I really take a bite?
There's the scones.
Delicious.
They're so yummy and
Those
they're
are
crumbly
gorgeous.
and I'm from your motherland. The scones.
The
scone.
So I'm so happy. I have my tea and scone in the morning and I'm good to go.
Great.
What about you, Kym?
So mine's a little more, I would eat like a muffin from the local bakery or something. So what I have found on Sophie's Live It program, Gorgeous for Good, is that it does take a little more time, but it's worth the investment. It really is. So she got me on this flaxseed sprouted grain bread. So I have a slice of that. I mash up an avocado for breakfast in the morning. Then I added some heirloom tomatoes from our farmer's market, Christina.
Wow.
A couple of little cucumbers and a piece of basil. Have you ever in your life seen me getting, I'd be like, give me Rice Krispies and put some milk in it and let's call it a day.
Right.
And it's delicious. I feel lighter and better.
I want to ask you, Sophie, just a side question. Is there an indication of how long somebody sort of takes? Because I know it sounds like both of you guys are on a different track. Is that an indication of how much sort of cleansing or how much sugar they had in their body, or is it just different for people?
I think it's generally the same for most people, and they've actually followed a similar path. So they're 2 weeks in now, and the first 2 weeks, yes, hiccups. You can feel a little bad, a little down, a little depressed, whatever. But for most people around the 2-week mark, you're on it.
You're going.
You're good to go. Yeah.
Okay. So why a whole food plant diet like this that we want to do?
Well, the reason is, Mark, is because whole plant foods contain cancer-fighting compounds. Okay, so the result of that is healthy. Whole plant-based foods prohibit or inhibit fat storage. Okay, slim. So healthy and slim. That's the goal.
Perfect. That's wonderful. And
Curtis, I noticed that you downed the raviolis, but you're not having anything purple.
I was waiting until it was time to get permission to
You're
eat it.
so sweet.
You can drink now.
I didn't
Cheers, Robert and Curtis. Cheers.
But wait, so there's no sugar, there's no gluten, there's no meat, there's no
dairy.
nothing, no
Yeah.
dairy.
But
What's left?
there's-
Seriously, what's left?
Mark, there is so much food. Nature provides us with this incredible bounty of, and you will both attest to the fact that you eat a lot on this eating
tell us
plan.
about
you
the
never go
plans.
hungry.
Is drive-through nature? Because it's there in nature. If you just go to the
Mark,
drive-through, it's there.
Let's go through the plan.
Let's go through
We're going through a week's worth of
So
food.
what I have here, Mark and Christina, is this is an example of a daily plan. Now, what we don't have here is all the snacks. As you two know, there's a lot of snacks thrown in there so you don't go hungry. But let's have a look at breakfast. So for breakfast here, I have a protein-packed smoothie, delicious with bananas and blueberries, etc. I have a porridge, which I made with coconut milk. You can do a quinoa or you can do a steel-cut oat. Really rich, very satisfying. Either or. Quinoa is lovely because it has so much protein in it. Very easy to cook. Then for lunch, this is an example of a wrap here. This is a mock tuna wrap. This is actually a recipe of my dear friend Megan Lawson, and it is just delicious. It's made with cauliflower and almonds, and it is it tastes just like tuna. It's amazing. Wow. And then for dinner. Now, for dinner, this is what I go to at least twice a week, and it's the bowl. It's the sort of Gorgeous for Good bowl. And the reason is that it checks all of my boxes, meaning that it is very inexpensive, it's very easy and quick to prepare, and it is packed with protein. Okay, so the components are, we have here quinoa, again, a grain I love. You could do a millet if you wanted to, or a brown rice, but loads of protein in that. I have adzuki beans. You could use black beans, full of very healthy protein. We have here a butternut squash, which is roasted. We have greens. This is Swiss chard, steamed. And we have a dressing there. And what I do to assemble it is I just have all these things. You can pre-prepare them a few days before. store if you want in your refrigerator.
What do you have in the
Mark.
quinoa? Because it looks like you have carrots and some green things.
Yes, we just put in a few little carrots and a little bit of greens. And then what I love to do, again, with plant-based foods is the way that you serve it, particularly for your family, is make it look really pretty. And what I love about all these is you get all these beautiful different colors in here. And Mark, I know you and I were discussing the flavor profile, is when you're eating a lot of plant-based foods, you really want to dial up the flavor.
Yeah.
And so to that end, I've made this creamy dressing here. It has jalapeno in it, it's spicy, it's creamy, and it has
it's delicious.
coconut and tahini. And it's the dressings that really...
Spicy.
Isn't it delicious? And
Wow,
Christina, I'd
I
love you
love
to
it.
taste this little bowl here. So
I'm gonna
dig
have this for
in.
my
There's a
dinner
fork
tonight.
there, my darling, if you want.
That's all right.
that's
Just
really
spoon
nice.
It in.
That's really nice.
We'll have to make that.
How much mayonnaise is in that?
That's delicious.
Isn't it good?
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
And there you go. That's dinner. And you can have a big bowl of that. The whole thing about this eating plan is we're not controlling portion size or calories.
You're not. You
Eat
know
as
what?
much as you want.
I grew up in the Midwest. It was a meat and potatoes. You sat down at dinner, and if this was on our table, I know my dad would have went, "Well, where's the meat?"
All right.
Yes.
And this obviously has tons of protein in it already. You don't need that.
It has
No,
more
I've been talking
protein than you could possibly need in that one bowl. And again, I must emphasize, don't make these little teeny portions. I don't want you to go hungry because then you'll reach for something unhealthy.
Oh, that's really good.
Isn't that good?
You can eat as much
This
as you want.
dressing is outstanding.
Yeah.